Hey, what's good with y'all, man? What's good? Listen, this is going to be a quick live that I want to go into, and you definitely read it right. You read it right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me share this video real quick. Our culture is a parasitic culture. Okay. And I'm going to elaborate on that. I'm going to elaborate. I'm going to break it down. And I feel like a lot of people are going to agree with what I got to say. Definitely. Get some music in here. Make sure you drop a like and share the video. Just handle some business. I'm learning this technology, man. Soon we gonna have it. It's gonna be nice and tight. Nice and tight. Let me just share this video real quick and then we're gonna get into it. This is gonna be a short live. Okay. Probably go about 30 minutes. Hey, what's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? Let me hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me just close this door. What's good with y'all, man? Listen, man, this is the Wagga Bar. I'm up in the house. Wait, let me see. Somebody put a comment. Let me see these comments. You're right. Know thyself. We don't have a culture. Dang, you getting started already. I ain't even got to tap in. Know thyself said we don't have a culture. And let me just put this. Let me see if I can put this. I want to show y'all a video because I was gonna do this live, but I saw a video that actually is explaining exactly what I'm talking about. So I can't actually play the video, It's a fight video. I don't really care for fight videos, but one of the sister shirts came off, so I can't actually put it. I don't want to go against no community standards. They'll find any reason to shut a nigga page down. But let me get this real quick, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put this in the chat so y'all can go look at the video for yourself, and y'all could see what I'm talking about. Let me see. Also, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if somebody wants to come up and say anything. Where's it at? So once I put this in the chat, I guess somebody can go and look at it and let me know if it actually goes to the video. It's a fight video on Walmart. Okay. Also the link if somebody want to add something to what I'm already saying. Like it's gonna be a short live, but hit a few points and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta do class. If you up in here, make sure you show your boy some love. If you appreciate the content I'll be making, you appreciate the things I'll be bringing out. Make sure you show, real nigga doing real things for love. Give me a like, give me a share, boost that algorithm. Like I say in all my videos, I'm a small channel. I'm trying to grow like everyone else. So just show your boy some love. Get into it. So yeah, I put the link if somebody wants to come up and say anything. If something I say, maybe if not just if it's something you agree with, if it's something you don't agree with, come up and say something. But you read it right, okay? Our culture is a parasitic culture. Our culture, before I get into that, what No Dice Mill said is that we don't have a culture. That is absolutely true. We don't have a culture. Black people, we are we are a flavorful people. We are the people with all the salt, all the charisma. We have everything that captivates the whole world. The only thing we lack is our identity. We lack the knowledge of ourselves. We are a subculture of white culture. Case in point is the thing you see now with the gender war between black men and black women about high value men, high value women. A man needs to be making this amount of money. Our standards that we have, those standards are European standards. Those standards ain't our standards. You know what I mean? Those standards and that way of life has not worked for us. Look at the track record. We're doing bad. That has not that has not worked in the black household. We're doing bad trying to follow another people and trying to hold these standards above each other's heads. And then we wonder why we can't have a successful family or a successful marriage or a successful relationship with our parents. It's because we're trying to follow another people. That's the whole point. We don't have a culture. Now, yes, we have created a culture within that culture by following other people. That is true. But our culture is like what? Hip hop? What's our culture? Somebody help me out. What is the culture of black people in America? I tell you what, our culture is a parasitic culture. And what I mean by that, our culture is a culture that is okay with looking at each other crash out. We're okay with looking at one another kamikaze and slam into a wall. We'll laugh at that. Case in point is the video that I put in the comments. Now, in this video, which I guess it was meant for me to do this to talk about this topic because I seen this video right before I was leaving the house and I was coming to the school and I was going to do this video, this live. And I seen the video, and in this video, it's two groups of girls. young black women that are, arguing, or they obviously have beef or prior beef. But the lady that is video recording, or she's live streaming it, she's egging them on. She's telling the girl, well, you're already in her face. You might as well, take off. You might as well take off on her. You done got this close to her. Take off. Take off. And the girls are looking back, and then the girl takes off. And then it turns into a big brawl inside of Walmart at the cash register. And as this brawl ensues, the woman is saying, she's like, oh, with the phone. She's like, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Like, she's getting the good angles and all of that. And she's egging it on. Like, that's what we do in the black community. I'm not just saying for this specific video, but this is a great demonstration. And before any of y'all get butthurt and say, well, it's about, like, I'm talking about women. This is not about just women. This is about black men too. Because in the video is women. The woman that's recording is a woman, and it's young black women that's fighting. But nobody is saying, hey, y'all chill out. Y'all stop. Like, come on, y'all need to do that. Nobody is walking up saying anything. Nobody is trying to stop it. Nobody is trying to separate them. Everybody is just waiting for it to happen and saying things like, take off, take off. And that's what we do in our culture. We have a parasitic culture where we say, go ahead and do it. And you sit there and watch a person do it and crash out. And it's all fun and games until this person loses their life, or this person is in prison for the rest of their life. It's all fun and games. But what is the benefit? Like when you think about a parasite is something that feeds off of a host. And a host could be anything, but it's drained of its nutrition because this parasite is either living inside of it or living on the outside of it. Well, what is the benefit for us to watch? Why do we sit there and look at one another, egg one another on, champion one another to do dumb stuff, and then benefit from it and laugh and have a good time? It's all shits and giggles. We laugh and have a good time and look back on it like it was funny. But the people that you done egged on, the people that you pushed to do something, now they're paying for it. Now they're sitting down somewhere. Now they're maimed for life. A good example is, and I'm sure y'all remember this. A good example was that crate challenge. Black people was egging black people on to do that crate challenge, which was damn near impossible. I mean, if you was in fit shape, an athlete or whatever, that was damn near impossible to climb up those crates without it falling. I mean, the Lord had to be with you. Like the angels had to be surrounding you for you to be able to walk from the bottom to get to the top of the pyramid and come down without those crates falling. But we egged it on and egged it on. And it was like an impossibility. You knew somebody was going to get hurt. You've seen so many videos where people fell and got hurt. You've seen so many videos where it was a person that shouldn't even been up there, like a real heavyset person trying to do it. Then you had somebody that died from doing that crate challenge. And so we'll sit back and tell people to do something that is going to hurt them in our community. We'll sit back and tell people to do something that won't even benefit them in our community. You know what I mean? We actually encourage it. Black women to tell other black women, you don't need a man. And black women will say, you know what? I don't need a man. And sidebar, why is it that in our culture, we are so willing and ready to listen to people who have never even exhibited the fact that they can hold a relationship? You'll take advice from a woman who has never been married. You'll take advice from a woman that can't keep a man. But I just want to sidebar for a minute, and that's vice versa. You'll take advice from a man that has never done a thing. He's telling you how to, make money or how to invest or whatever the case may be, but he's never done it. He is not a. How is it that we use those examples and those type of people to learn from, and we don't go to the people who actually have long relationships to learn from them, or the people who actually have started a business and ran a successful entrepreneurship. Why we don't go to those people? Why is it everybody is an expert, but they have not exhibited that they can even keep stay in a relationship, let alone, start a business or do whatever they're trying to tell you should do. You know what I mean? Let me see what the sister said. She said, we have a culture that has been stolen, watered down by a culture. Right. Vultures have taken all the good about our culture from us, like our style, our dressing, our hairstyles, our swag, and left us crumbs. The fights are because we hate one another. You are totally correct. They have left us crumbs. We have everything that we come with has been commercialized and taken from us. And we don't benefit from the talents that we have. We don't benefit from the entertainment value. You understand, black people, we entertain the world. I don't like without black people, man. Like, just imagine what the world would be like. Imagine what it would be like and how boring. Like, a lot of y'all are football fans. Imagine how boring football would be if it was just no black people in the game. Imagine basketball. Golly. Like a basketball, like, you're not going to them games. Them ticket sales would plummet. Them ticket sales would plummet. You know what I mean? But yeah, but getting back to the point, we'll listen to people that are telling us things that in reality are really hurting us. Now you got a woman telling you you don't need a man. What? So you can be lonely like her? So you can be mad and single like her? So you can be a feminist and hate men like her? You have a brother that's telling you it's okay. Go ahead, sleep with another man's woman. Pursue another man's woman. I mean, they sing it in the songs now. R&B ain't the same. The music ain't the same. They sing. They're even in the R&B, in the quote unquote love songs, they're telling you to do scandalous stuff. And so our culture is a parasitic culture. It's a culture that is like a flesh-eating disease. Like, imagine black people being a whole human body and you have a wound. And this wound is from the the traumatic experiences of slavery, of the hardships of just being in America, the racism, the Jim Crow, all of those things, this wound. But then this wound turns into, now it ain't the things that caused the wound. It's us ourselves that's not trying to get the wound healed. It becomes a flesh eating disease, right? So it's slowly eating at the body. That's our culture as far as being parasitic, and we prey on one another and we champion us to do dumb shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what the word is for, like, like imagine, okay, so like we cheer each other on for doing things that are detrimental to us as people. And it be our own people that do it. You got you got black women that say, well, the way they was raised, they got that one auntie that told them, listen, don't worry about, being with one man. Have fun. Do your thing. Have fun, live it up in in your young age, and then find a man, then find your soulmate. You got parents that will say this. I know y'all familiar with this. Parents that will be like, you know, I don't want my kid going and buying drugs from somebody and then it be something in it and it mess them up. I'd rather just them be at home and I'll smoke weed with them. We have a parasitic culture. You have parents that will get high with their children. You have grown men that will get high with their son. You have grown uncles that will show their nephews how to cook crack. We have a parasitic culture in the Black community. We have a culture where it's a self-hating culture. We egg on the things that hurt us the most. And so now you have an uncle that have taught you all of these quote unquote, you think good things, and then you wind up in prison right with him. You wind up an ex-con just like him or like your father because of the things they was teaching you were things that really were going to hurt you later on. So that's why I say what I say, man. That's why I say we have a parasitic culture. And if y'all can click on that, if somebody just click on that, see if you can get that link that I posted, the first link that I posted on Facebook, and tell me, am I right or wrong? That is a good example. That is a perfect example because you have a sister that's right there that's egging these young sisters on to go ahead and fight. They're not trying, she's not trying to stop it. And then listen, she takes the live video that she recorded, then she posted for views. Isn't that parasitic? That I'm going to watch you destroy yourself, and then the video that I took for you, I'm gonna post it so that I get views. Now, I didn't post the video, and even if I did use a video, it wouldn't have been for views. It would have been for education to explain my point and for Black people to see, like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe Thawad has a point. Maybe this brother has a point. Maybe we do have a parasitic culture. Maybe we do. Maybe we are predatory among one another. Now, this I gave you the example of the crates. And I'm sure y'all can probably come up with other examples where you seen full fledged where Black people were telling other Black people and laughing and giggling to try things that will end up hurting them. Now, another thing, like from my experience, one of the things that I went through when I was young, I was about 20, 21 years old. One of my friends that I grew up with, he was out doing his thing in the streets and he came to me and he came to me with another guy to do what y'all all know. I'm pretty sure all of us know about this is, the bank credit card scam where you put your name, you use your ID to, funnel money out of the bank. But the person that's using their ID and the person that's setting up the account, that's the person that is going to hurt the most, not the people that are quote unquote helping this person. And so everybody around is benefiting while at the end of the day, the person that did it, the person that was convinced to do it, usually it's a poor person in the hood. The person that was convinced to do it by their friends or their acquaintances or the people they thought that they was tight with and would never do them wrong, they end up looking back and saying, well, damn, that was a bad mistake because now I'm dealing with this, these financial problems on my record. And so that is another way. Well, that was something that happened to me from my own experience of how we like predators on one another when it comes to, Black people not knowing certain things. We run scams on one another. We sit back and we figure out ways of how we can get rich off of one another instead of helping one another. Now, on the flip side, let me see, I'm gonna go about another 10 minutes because I got some business to handle. But on the flip side, we hear all of this complaining between Black people, both genders, about what Black men need to do, what Black women need to do. And it's getting old at this point because it's becoming a conversation that's going in circles with no solutions. And here's the thing, man. If you really want to see a change in your community, then go help the people that you're complaining about. Now, we have a lot of brothers and sisters that are successful. We have a lot of brothers and sisters that, doctors, lawyers, dentists, different levels of society, plumbers, computer programmers, people with, really good skills and high levels of education that are Black people. Now, if you really want, like, think about it. There's Black men that are it's like a whole bunch of Black men getting out of prison. Black women that want to learn how to start a business, want to learn how to be an entrepreneur, want to learn certain skill sets. Black men that want to learn different trades, want to learn how to invest, financial literacy, all of these things. There are brothers and sisters that are experts in these fields. And I think that these brothers and sisters should go and help these brothers and sisters whether it be online seminars, classes, or whatever, to bring the level up of Black men and Black women. I think we have to be proactive and act as though we actually love one another. And if we really do, if we really want to see a change, then that's how the change is going to come about. The change is not going to come about by Black men and Black women talking about the problems that we have on the internet. And I'm sure somebody would probably come for me because I talk nothing about. I mean, that's all I talk about is the issues that we have within our community. Not just that, but the psychological pains and traumas that we suffer from other people. But I do something about it. You know what I'm saying? I teach my people. I raise my people. I feed and clothe my people. I don't put that on Black Authentic Truth too much, but you don't have to show everybody what you're doing behind the scenes. But maybe one day I will make a video where I show you what I do behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But I feel like everybody can do something within their realm, in their own community, and bring the level of Black people up. So yeah, man, that's basically it. Basically, I wanted to talk about is how our culture is a parasitic culture. I love the fact that Know Thyself said we don't have a culture. Karl Boff said that we had a culture, it's just been stolen. You're right. We did have a culture, it's been stolen. Thank you for that. Your videos and thoughts help other people see our faults and encourage us to be better. I mean, that's really what I want to do. Of course, I want this channel to grow, but this is the thing, man. And this is something that people don't understand. Like what I do is it's who I am. So it's not like Black Authentic Truth is just about me as a person wanting to have a big channel and have a big platform. This is more about what was already in me. I've always been for my people, and I've always asked questions of why our people are the way they are. And then I came into the truth and the knowledge and the understanding that we were God's chosen people. With that being said, I have a different outlook on my people as far as how I used to think about us being, having that self-hating attitude and, only caring about yourself and, only worried about yourself and not worried about the bigger picture. So what you see is someone that thinks about the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is that we are the greatest people that have ever been created on the planet Earth. And right now we are in a confused, low state, but with some changes, we can become that great people again. With some understanding, with some history being brought out, with some historical facts being brought out, and people starting to connect the dots, we can actually become a people that are on top again. So that's the whole point. And in the process, uh making content, doing videos, doing things like that, that does take time. It is hard work, especially when you teach classes, especially when you work 10-hour days, when you have a whole life. Those things, you can't do that all the time. So I try to have something prepared, something beneficial at least once a week. Y'all let me know if I'm doing a good job. You know what I mean? I got almost 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, 7,000 on Facebook, 31,000 on Instagram. I got a couple of people that, like what I'm saying. And another thing about that is that if you feel like you want to start making content or there's something that you do in particular that you like and you're on the fence of whether or not you want to do it, what I say is go ahead and do that thing. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and monetize yourself. Believe in yourself. Listen, ain't nobody, and I say this humbly, ain't nobody going to believe in you like you believe in you. Ain't nobody going to do the thing that you do or that you want to do better than you. Like you're unique in your own way. And there is somebody in the world that wants to hear what you got to say. Don't get discouraged looking at what other people are doing because there's somebody that will listen to you and they want to hear what you got to say. They want to hear what is your thoughts and what you have to offer. to the world and to your people, right? So with that, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's definitely been, let me see, let me check. Let's just say, yeah, it's definitely been I think I did good with the time. I had another story I want to bring out, but you know what? Maybe I can bring this story out. Maybe I can bring this story out. This is the, let me see. This is you know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it, man. I'm gonna save it because that's another thing. That's another problem with me. I be indecisive. I be I go back and forth with, I'll have two good ideas and then I'll go back and forth of what should I talk about first? Or should then it becomes, should I talk about it at all? So that's something I got to work on. If any of y'all like to read, drop a book where it speaks about being indecisive. What is it, what you call it? Thinking too much, like going back on decisions you done made. Let me see. Oh, I didn't pull it up. So it's a brother. What's his name? I'm gonna pull it up. I don't know if y'all heard about the brother. This happened about 2 years ago. The brother that was shot by he was shot by a devil. It was, they were doing a sting operation in the neighborhood, and this brother, let me get his name. Get his name. Casey Goodson Jr. Casey Goodson Jr. And I'm gonna pull up the picture for y'all to see this brother. Pull up picture. And then I'll end it with this. So this brother right here, this is Casey Goodson Jr. About 2 years ago, he was shot. They were running a sting in his neighborhood, and he had went to the dentist. And on his way back, he went to Subway to get some sandwiches, and he was going back home. The cop that took his life, right here, you see in the middle, this devil, he said that this brother was driving and he waved a gun as he passed by him. He flashed a gun at him. So he followed the brother to his home. Now the story is that when he's going up the stairs to go inside of his grandmother's home where the kids are, this devil shoots him about 5 or 6 times in the back. When they walk up, he does have a holster. There's two accounts. One says that he has a holster and the gun was in his holster. The other says that he has the holster on and the gun was in the house. Well, anyway, this brother is laying down and he with these holes in his back, holding the Subway sandwiches, and he has ear pods in his ears, in keys in the other hand. So he has keys in one hand, the Subway sandwiches in the other hand, and ear pods in his ears. And so we're supposed to believe that this devil, who, you know, fittingly didn't have a body camera. He didn't have a body camera. Oh, wow. So you mean we gotta go on his word. But his family that was in the house says that, yeah, he had a gun, but he was a licensed to carry owner. I believe this is in Ohio. Is it Cincinnati, Ohio? I'm not for sure. Let me look one more time. I believe Columbus, Ohio. Okay, this is Columbus, Ohio. I believe out there, ain't it open carry? Somebody help me out. But this, so it just sounds fishy. So about 5 days ago, they had a mistrial in this case because they do not want to have to prosecute their own. And it's just a sad, sad story. And let me just play. I'm gonna play some of the video with his mother real quick. Okay. Let's see. Let me get this for y'all. Share this screen. Hey man, I got what? I got a few people in here. Hey, shout out to you for rocking with your boy. Here we are. Let me see it on. Let's see. I want to play this for y'all. And I'll probably go over this in class too.
Honestly, I just think it gets worse in time because the realization that he's never coming back sets in, and it just makes it worse.
It's been 2 years since the fatal shooting of Casey Goodson Jr., but the heartache still fresh for his family.
Former Franklin County Deputy Jason Meade is facing a murder charge in connection with the shooting.
Tonight, Rodney Dunnigan sitting down with Goodson's mother and family attorney as they prepare for the emotional court journey.
Not being able to talk to him is the worst. No, me and Casey, like he would text me almost every day.
Sunday will officially mark 2 years since Tamala Payne lost her son, Casey Goodson Jr. She still describes the pain as unbearable.
I just can't believe he's been gone for 2 years. Like, it's been 2 years, and yeah, it still feels like, I don't think that day will ever not feel like that day. Yeah, so the pain, the grief, all of it's still the same.
Goodson killed in a shooting back in December of 2020, only 23 years old at the time. Former Franklin County Deputy Jason Meade facing murder charges in the case. Goodson family attorney Sean Walton telling us it's been a stressful few years for the family.
I look at Tamala and I see that, what she's going through. I think it's important that people know that every single day that's happened.
On the anniversary of his death, Goodson's family planning a celebration of life, reflecting on the times before his passing.
I talk to Casey every day. Yeah, I talk to Casey. Casey's all over my living room. It's impossible for me not to talk to Casey. He's everywhere. Everywhere you look in my living room is it's a million pictures of him. So I talk to him every day.
Rodney Dunnigan, ABC 6 News.
Court records indicate Jason Meade's lawyers and prosecutors will be back in court December 13th. 6 on Your Side investigator Haley Nelson reached out to Meade's attorney, Mark Collins. He believes a future trial.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's the pain that his family is going through right now. Meanwhile, they're trying to get this devil off. They're trying to get, it. You can't expect. Let me just say this: you can't expect uncivilized people to be civilized, and you can't expect to get justice from a people from corrupt people that are investigating themselves. And so, yeah, I just wanted to bring that story out because that's horrible. But on also, I want to add to that is what I was talking about earlier, is that we got enough problems. We shouldn't be being predatory against our own people and culture. How can I say parasitic to one another and trying to help one another crash out and champion dysfunction when we got enough problems to deal with just being Black people. So that's about it, y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Hey, thank y'all for rocking with me. Hey, maybe next time, like I said, I have put the link in there for anybody that agreed or disagreed. If you want to come up, we could have chopped it up. But I thank everybody that rocked with me this whole live. This was a short live. And as I progress, I'll get better and better at going live. But yeah, we up out of here, man. This is Black Authentic Truth. Make sure y'all give a like. Make sure y'all share. And yeah, we up out of here. Peace. Peace, y'all.